The effects of climate change have been disastrous for most of the world, yet there are a few countries who stand to possibly benefit from climate change. Russia is one of them. Всем привет, I am your host David, and this is Eurasia. Without further ado, let's talk about Russia's relationship with climate change right now. Since the beginning of Russian history, Russia has been partially directed towards finding a warm water port. Their establishment of St. Petersburg, Vladivostok, and Sevastopol, and many other cities completed this in the past few centuries. But today, a new opportunity presents itself. They have the opportunity to completely change this disadvantage in their favor. They have the chance to become the center of world trade. There are many different ways that Russia will benefit from global warming due to trade. First, and perhaps most importantly, the Arctic Ocean's thawing ice will allow northern areas in Russia to be used often. Cities like St. Petersburg, Vladivostok, and Murmansk will highly benefit from climate change. These cities' waters are frozen during the winter, so as the waters warm, their ports will be able to be used more often. They will see increased trade between other Arctic countries like in Europe and North America. Other countries like Canada, Norway, and the United States will also benefit in the same way. Opening up this so-called Northern Passage would make trade better for many. It would be quicker for many Asian countries to trade with North America and Europe. Russia could put itself at the center of this. Even today, we have seen Russia promote this. Russia continues to sail ice-breaking ships into the Arctic in order to open up new trade routes with other countries. Other countries who stand to benefit from this are also doing this. In short, Russia stands to benefit greatly in trade due to climate change. However, within its borders, Russia also stands to benefit. Throughout much of Russia's territory, the land is too cold for too long to farm. This is especially true in the north, where weather, not human capabilities, prohibit farming. Even if farmers can farm, their yield could increase greatly if the weather was warmer. Many farmers in Russia have already benefited from climate change because of this. Keeping in mind the huge size of Russia, many areas in Russia now are not suitable to grow some types of crops. However, in a few years, it is possible that Russia could grow nearly every crop in some capacity. Along with this, though climate change is not a zero-sum global challenge, the ability of other countries closer to the equator to not grow new crops could lead many to Russia's future as an agricultural powerhouse. This is especially true for countries in the Middle East as well as China and Central Asia, who stand to lose a lot from climate change. To summarize, Russia's agricultural outputs and markets could increase significantly with climate change. Though there are many other reasons, perhaps one overlooked yet important reason is Russia's dependency on natural gas and oil. If Russia were to lose these incomes, it would be devastating to their economy. It also would cause an increase in tensions with many European countries who are dependent on Russian gas and oil. Russia will eventually need to turn to green energy, and they have started already. But for now, Russia has no plans to stop extracting and exporting natural gas and oil. The positives seem to outweigh the negatives for Russia's anticipation for a warmer Earth. However, Russia too will experience many problems due to climate change. Perhaps one of the largest reasons is the huge increase in migration that Russia will see. Refugees and migrants will increase exponentially from especially Central Asia, but also the Middle East and elsewhere. On top of this, considering how large Russia is, it is also very likely that the Caucasus will see the full effects of climate change. Russia will also need to figure out how to control and help these people. And, perhaps most importantly, though global trade will shift towards Russia, the actual economy of the world will decrease significantly. If climate change becomes very bad, Russia will definitely not benefit from it. All in all, Russia, especially in the next 10 to 50 years, stands to gain much from climate change. This includes the increase in trade, agricultural production, and continuation of natural gas and oil production, among many other reasons. Yet, as mentioned, Russia will need to control this policy greatly. If climate change advances too much, Russia will most definitely be hurt by climate change, much like the rest of the world. Thus, in the next few years, it is important to see exactly how Russia plans to indirectly control this event in their favor. And, despite the destruction that climate change has and will cause, it is of course understandable that in our globalized world today, that Russia would desire this policy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay happy, stay humble, stay hopeful, and goodbye.